What's happening? What up? What it do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, doe? What up? What up, doe? What up? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Let me read this to y'all real quick. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for the fair use for a purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Y'all, you heard me say it. You can't say I didn't. It's in the chat. It's in the description. You know the rest. Yeah, y'all know the rest. Let me shout out to my replay gang. What up, replay gang? Leave your girl a comment. And salute to my bush watchers. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, you guys. Take whatever finger you would like. Real smooth like, real cool like. And tap on that thumbs up button for your girl. It's the 30th day of the 12th month, y'all. We got 2 days left of the year 2025. Shell baby, what's going on? She says, hey JJ, big in my chat. Salute. Big M. What's going on? It's the Big M. What up, though? Salute. What's going on with y'all? We got about to be 1 day left, y'all. Woo-wee. I hope everybody learned something this year. I know I did. I learned lots. But I hope we all learned something. So, we are going to break down monster number 2, y'all. I know y'all heard of this case. 13-year-old Kei'Mani, Latigue, 13 years old. Her father, yes, another biological parent. This is Ohio's first, penalty case. He's looking at the chair. I hope he gets the fucking chair. I think the grandma should be arrested as well. But, I'm no detective. I'm no law student. So, it's not up to me. Big M says, what up, doe, shell baby? Yeah, what up, doe? So, yeah, y'all. This one, tomorrow we doing number 1. It's been crazy these last 10 days doing these monsters, y'all. Please don't tell your kids monsters don't exist. Because they do. They exist. Misadventures. Yo. Salute the professors in the building, y'all. The professor has made it. What's going on? I know you're being smooth with it. You're being cool with it. And I know you're being true with it. Hell yeah. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Yeah, dude, this one is real crazy, y'all. And, at the end, he got into a pew with the police. He survived. Man, this poor little girl, y'all. And this is, Miss Vision, always, it's all love. I'm doing my heart emoji like always. I just don't feel like camming up right now, y'all. I'm being lazy. Sure am. But, this grandmother was not, if I'm not mistaken, this was her maternal grandmother. So, usually, I remember, my mom didn't really like my dad's mom after they broke up. I don't know. My mom's mom really didn't like my dad after they broke up. So, I don't know. It was kind of weird. And for her to help cover up what he did to this 13-year-old little girl, diabolical. That's why he gets number 2. You won the crown for number 2. And again, it's Ohio State's first F penalty case, y'all. And he's going. Oh, yeah. You're going, buddy. Oh, yeah. Ain't no mental, ain't no plea, ain't no nothing. You did this to your biological daughter, put her in that building. Man, you're nasty. Oh, and he did. What they all do. The great transgressional. He was doing things he should not have been doing with his 13-year-old daughter. Monster. So, let's play the clip. Let's remind ourselves what happened to Kei'Mani Latigue. May she rest in peace. Justice for Kei'Mani Latigue, y'all. Justice for this baby.
Incredibly heinous charges. This video per WTOL. A grand jury indicted this father on 15 counts, including murder, rape, kidnapping, and gross abuse of a corpse. All are related to the death of his own 13-year-old daughter. Her body was allegedly left in a vacant home. But that story is not the only problems that Darnell Jones allegedly caused in Ohio.
Come here, man. Don't do it. What's your name? Kill me.
Jones is also seen on this body cam video, allegedly pulling a gun on police in another city while he was allegedly on the run. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
Oh, I cammed up, man. Did y'all hear him? It said mutilation of a corpse. What? That's your baby, dude. Do I need to read that verse again? Hold on. Man, we are supposed to protect not only our shorties, but man that's supposed to be leading, we have to protect the baby girls. You can't be out here doing them. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Go straight to you know where. You know where he needs to go.
On March 25th, police in Columbus found Jones walking on the street, and this is what happened next.
Come here, man. Don't do it. What's your name? Kill me.
Dude, show me your hands right now.
Me, bro.
Pull your hand out of your... I swear to God, pull your...
At that moment, you can see Jones make a sudden movement, and the officer fires.
Well, yeah, he did. I would have been tackled him as soon as I seen him, and he didn't listen the first time. Boom, I would have tackled. We would have been on the ground. But again, dude did, he did get pew-pewed up. But I'm just saying, I don't know why they two-stepping with him at all. Gave him one the first time he didn't listen. Boom, I would have been on the ground with that motherfucker. I would have hit him with the taser. We ain't playing with you, motherfucker. You monster, you. Get your ass over here. Again. I don't get why they be giving these motherfuckers chances after chance to listen. But my other motherfuckers be having their backs to them and they just fucking, yeah, you know the rest. Get the fuck out of here.
Multiple times. I can't show you the moment that officers fired because of the rules here on YouTube. You also might have heard what sounds like Jones saying, quote, "Just kill me," as the officer pulls his weapon to confront him on the street. So let's pick up the video here as officers now search Jones, who is on the ground and wounded, but still alive.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Finish in a second! Get medic, go!
Don't move! Don't move!
Alright, suspect down. All the guys are okay.
Don't move. He's got 33 right there.
33 in his hands!
No, it's a walkie-talkie, but there's 33s right here. Don't you move or you're going to get shot, okay? All right? Got it. Yep.
That's him.
Somebody get out.
Somebody get on the main air. Get us a medic.
I'm working on it.
If you look closely at the video, you can see the gun that Jones allegedly pulled on officers. Jones was in the hospital until April 10th when he appeared in court in Columbus. He was held without bond. At that time, he faced a charge of felonious assault on a police officer in Columbus. The court ruled that he would be extradited to Toledo to face the more serious charges of what he allegedly did to his daughter. And that brings us to where we are now in this case. A grand jury returned this 15-count indictment against Jones. We know, according to the coroner,
I paused it so we could read it, or y'all, I'm not reading it. We can read it together. Crazy. Multiple incised wounds. Oh, man. They just said it's a homicide, y'all. I know that's right. That's crazy. May she rest in peace, y'all. May she rest in peace. Give him the fucking chair.
In Lucas County, that's where Toledo is, that Kei'Mani Latigue's cause of death was related to multiple incision wounds to the neck. That means that something was sharp, like a knife, and that was used to kill her. But the new grand jury indictment lists graphic and disturbing details about what Jones allegedly did, including not only allegedly murder, but rape. The indictment specifically says that Jones allegedly committed the offense with a sexual motivation, and it lists him as a sexually violent predator. The grand jury also says that Jones allegedly tortured or cruelly abused his daughter, and that Jones allegedly treated a human corpse in a way that would, quote, outrage reasonable community sensibilities. I want to take a moment to talk about one of the sponsors of On the Case, Thrive Market. If you're like me, you care about what you put into your body, but finding those high quality groceries at an affordable price can be really difficult, and that is where Thrive Market comes in. When it comes to shopping for food online, Thrive Market, it's really become my go-to grocery store where I can shop healthy and sustainable products, and they're all delivered right to my door. And one commitment to sustainability means you are now will give you 30% off your order without the consent, though he is charged with murder, abuse of a corpse. Here's what abuse of a murder, 2 counts of rape, 3 murder, 2 counts of or just trying to make a code on your screen. You can also use the link in the description, a free gift. Jones is facing 4 counts of aggravated murder, 2 counts of rape, 3 counts of kidnapping, aggravated burglary, 2 counts of endangering children, 2 counts of tampering with evidence, and 1 count of gross abuse of a corpse. Here's what else we've learned when it
Gross abuse to a corpse. What the fuck? Yeah, give this motherfucker the chair. And don't make him sit on roll forever either. Like, make it real smooth, real cool, and real quick like. You know. This is his daughter, y'all. His biological daughter. Wow.
comes to the investigation into Jones. We've pulled court documents that show he is charged with murder and assault, and in the document originally filed related to an abduction charge, the court records allege that Jones did remove his daughter without the consent of her guardian, reportedly her grandmother, from her home. The document also says that when police spoke with Jones, he gave inconsistent statements about where he went with his daughter. And this is not Jones' first interaction with the legal system. We were able to pull records that go back to 2011 when Jones was
Here we are again. A motherfucking habitual criminal in some way, type of form. And she said 2011. 21 would have been 10 years plus another 5. We're talking 15 years. I wonder how many fucking times he's been in trouble. Again, she could have been saved, but you know how it goes. Crazy work.
arrested for arson for allegedly lighting a commercial building on fire. Then in 2015, he was arrested for carrying a gun after being convicted of the 2011 felony arson, and a witness said he had fired a gun outside a house in Toledo. Then in 2017, we found that he was arrested for felony assault, where police say Jones smashed an alternator into a man's face and sent
hello? What are we talking about? So, this is another story that not only did, her father fail her, but the system failed her. Everybody around her, sounds like, failed her again. Another little girl, everyone around. What the fuck? He beat someone in the face with all... Man.
into the hospital where he had to receive 20 stitches. Then in 2022, he was arrested again for carrying.
Kim Cole, thank you for that. Let me give you a round of applause. Thank you for helping me reach my goal today. Thank you, Kim Cole. Salute, salute, salute. To everybody in here, you know, hitting that thumbs up button and supporting your girl, thank you too.
A weapon while having been a convicted felon. And the most disturbing charges, though, those are the ones that he's accused of in the case where he allegedly murdered his daughter. I want to show you this video that we just shot of where the vacant.
I want to make it clear, it is not alleged any fucking more. That dude did that shit. He's looking at the chair. The fuck up out of here. His 13-year-old little daughter. Baby girl. Monster. You almost got the crown, Darnell, but nope. But you are a fucking monster.
Home once stood where Kei'Mani Latigue's body was found in Toledo. Again, this was a vacant building. If you look at this image on Google Maps, you can see what this house looked like. But this past weekend, the home burned down. The home has become a place where people have come to place flowers to honor Kei'Mani Latigue's life, a life that was cut so short. Again, just 13 years old. Latigue was in the care of her grandmother. Jones did not have custody. This family was known to the local family services organization. In the wake of Latigue's death, a task force was formed to investigate Lucas County Children's Services and how they handled the case. The head of the organization told WTVG-TV that they feel they were thorough in her case. They say that Kei'Mani was in the custody of her grandmother, who admitted to using physical discipline, but there was no evidence.
When the fuck are these motherfuckers gonna start taking accountability? These motherfucking DPS, CPS motherfuckers. Oh, we did everything we could. You say that in every fucking story. You fail a motherfucker. So when and you guys don't stop failing. So when are you gonna start taking accountability? I cannot stand to keep hearing that shit. Well, she was not an art. Man, shut the fuck up.
That meant that Kei'Mani should be taken from the home. They also say the teen said she felt safe in the home. WTOL reports that the agency says there is no mention of Darnell Jones in their record.
One more time. So now we're just letting kids rule the world. So, you know, she said she was safe, so, you know, we're just gonna close the case. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We need to boycott motherfucking them workers. Big M says never. I know that's right, man. Shit. Crazy fucking word.
Records. Joining us now is prosecutor and former Deputy Attorney General for the state of Ohio, Mark Weaver. Thank you, sir, for taking the time to be with us on what is such a difficult story. We have this 15-count indictment returned by a grand jury. What should we take away from what the grand jury put forward in this case against Darnell Jones?
This is Lucas County, Ohio, where Toledo is. We don't see a lot of death penalty cases coming out of Lucas County. This will be a death penalty case unless it gets reduced in some.
They better fucking not. Lucas, Ohio, man, Ohio, if I know you, how you roll, he ain't getting reduced. That dude's going to the chair. Oh, yeah. Lucas, Ohio, too? Lucas County? Oh, yeah. Toledo right down the street. Shit. Lucas County don't play. Mr. Jones? Yeah.
Some sort of plea agreement. So this will move forward as a death penalty case. I've worked on numerous of them, both death penalty cases, both as Deputy Attorney General and then as a prosecutor. Much more difficult case to bring. Every bit of due process you can imagine is built into it. All of the work of the prosecutor has to be exacting and painstaking to make sure everything is done correctly. So I imagine that the Lucas County prosecutor will put their very best people on this.
Do they still have to do all that work if they make it a confession, y'all? Like, if he just why he's trying to take a insanity plea, y'all. You know. Now his mental health matters to him. Now his mental health matters. Crazy work. Hold on, I gotta check something real quick, y'all. 2 seconds. Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up button. That's what I'm talking about. The love is real over here. Hell yeah.
And when you look at a 15-count indictment, and it's horrific what this man is accused of doing to his own daughter, what is the difference between a grand jury putting forth an indictment and then where the process goes from here, where eventually, if Darnell Jones is convicted, the difference between that grand jury phase and then the trial jury phase?
Under the Ohio Constitution, every felony charge must be brought forward by a grand jury. As your viewers know, that's a group of citizens who meet in secret and look at the evidence to see if there's probable cause that a felony was committed. So the grand jury handed up this 15-count indictment with all of these felonies, any one of which could serve 10 or 15 or 20 years. Some of these will merge, meaning that he can't be sentenced on all 15 of them, but he can be convicted on all 15 of them. And it now moves to the trial process. So there will be pretrial motions. Almost certainly defense is going to raise some sort of competency issue. There's very little daylight for them to be able to move around in this case. So I would imagine we're going to see some form of incompetency issue. Maybe they have some quarrel with how he was arrested or if there was a search warrant. So there's likely to be a motion to suppress. So these pre-trial motions that happen in the months ahead of a criminal trial, that's the phase we're moving into next.
You look at this case and the family was known to the local Child and Family Services organization in Lucas County, but
to avoid being executed, that's done in a few months.
Did you know that nearly half of US TV streaming time is on Roku? With Roku's new self-service ad tool, it's easy to set up your own.
I suspect that sort of conversation will happen. Who knows? The defendant has to agree to that. Maybe he thinks he can roll the dice and get past this. But if he would like to avoid being executed, that's one way to do it.
Why would the prosecutors, if they have, and it appears they have a lot of evidence, apparently he also admitted to police officers that he did this.
That's why I made the statement that I made about the confession, because I was pretty sure he made a confession. So I wonder if they still have to, be so proper and make sure they do everything perfect in this fucking case. But he did confess. But he's gonna try to take an insanity plea. I can't stand trial, bro. Man, you knew what the fuck you were doing.
That was according to WTOL and documents that they looked through. So it seems like if you're prosecutors, why would you want to make a deal if...
Hold on, y'all. I should call my trial friend expert and see if she can help us on this. Y'all want me to pause it and get her in here? She's a real expert at trials. Y'all sure? I can get her in here real quick.
You already have a mountain of evidence and you feel pretty good about how strong your case is.
As a prosecutor, I always want to move forward and try cases. I do this on a part-time basis. In Ohio, you can be a part-time assistant prosecutor. So this is where I get my jury trial experience. So I enjoy prosecuting cases, but sometimes it's better to resolve it this way. Here's why. Number one, we have not had an execution in Ohio for more than 8 years. There's been a dispute over the form of execution, which is lethal injection, and the kind of chemicals available to make that lethal injection happen. So Ohio is not currently executing people.
Well, let me take that back. He ain't going to the chair. He getting injected. Woo! I don't know which one would be better. I think they should do that one where they make him stand in the room, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Or, you know, how about I think it should be an eye for an eye. He should go out the same way he took his daughter out. How about that, Mr. Jones? I'm cool with that. You go out just like she did, motherfucker, you.
Number two, there is so much scrutiny on death penalty cases in the appellate process. It can go on for years and years and years. And the loved ones of the person who was murdered don't get the closure they would if there's a sentence that says, yep, you're going to prison for the rest of your life. You pled to it, so your appellate rights are very limited. If it's resolved that way, the victim's family will leave the courthouse knowing.
A Toledo family is asking for help to help find a 13-year-old who's been missing now for more than 2 days. Her name is Kei'Mani Latigue.
Come here, man. Don't do it. What your hands killing me?
Dude, show me your hands right now.
Me, bro.
Seemed like somebody was.
The last confirmed site her underclass left for school by the time overnight shift. It was Monday morning. It was Monday morning, March 17th, 2025, when Dorothy Latigue arrived home after working an overnight shift. Almost immediately, she sensed something wasn't right. Her granddaughter, 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue, whom she had legal custody of, was nowhere to be found. Normally, Kei'Mani would have already left for school by the time Dorothy returned, but what made this different was that Kei'Mani's personal belongings were still inside the house. Her glasses, her house keys, and her cell phone. Her underclothes were folded near the couch, her pajamas crumpled on the dining room floor. And the stove.
They always gotta be super fucking weird with it too. Always. What is the purpose with that? Like, what is the purpose?
It had been left on. The last confirmed sighting of Kei'Mani was the night before, Sunday, March 16th at around 10 p.m., when she was with her biological father, Darnell Jones.
Kei'Mani's father says he saw his daughter late Sunday night after she called.
Now, y'all just think about it. This man standing there knowing what the fuck he did to that baby girl. Y'all heard the charges. 15 fucking charges. That's monster shit right there. That's a monster. To be able to stand there and look in the camera and be that fake and that evil, you're a monster. They do exist, y'all. Quit telling your kids that monsters don't exist.
Him afraid to be home alone.
I came over here because she said that if it seemed like somebody was trying to break into the house. So I sat for an hour, me and my cousin, we sat over here. And we left around like 12:30ish.
Dorothy.
Again, he's too fucking nonchalant for me, and so is the grandma. Like, where is the emotions? Where is the worry? Where is the care for baby girl? Yeah, nowhere. Diabolical, bro.
called Kei'Mani's school, Spring Elementary, to check in. That's when she learned her granddaughter hadn't shown up for class. Growing increasingly anxious, she continued calling family and friends, hoping someone had seen or heard from her. But no one had, and Kei'Mani's phone went straight to voicemail. With each passing hour, Dorothy's concern deepened. Eventually, she contacted the police.
Finish non-emergency.
Yes, I'd like to make a police report.
Okay, what's the address?
Elm Street.
Okay, what kind of report?
A missing person.
Okay, what's your name?
Mine or hers?
Yours.
Dorothy.
Okay, and who?
Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Are you fucking kidding me? Mine or hers? Bitch, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, what? Again, where is the worry? Where is the care? Where is the concern? Diabolical.
Think.
Kei'Mani.
Is this your daughter, son?
This is my granddaughter.
Okay, do you have custody?
I do.
Okay, how old is she?
13.
How long ago she's been missing?
To the best of my understanding, she's just been missing this morning. I called her school and went up to her school, and they said she's not there.
What school does she go to?
Spring.
Do you remember, did you see what she was wearing before she left?
No, she's usually going to school before I get home from work.
Okay. Is she black, white, or Hispanic?
She's black. She looks Hispanic.
Okay.
She's gonna get some bass in her voice. The nerve to get some motherfucking, a little bit of conviction in your voice when you should have a whole lot of fucking worry, bitch. Monster. You grind my gears, bitch. And she's not being charged, y'all. Only that monster. But they're both monsters. The fuck?
And then, what was her last name?
Latigue.
Your phone number?
419.
Okay, does she have a phone on her that you're aware of?
She does, and it's dead because it's going straight to voicemail.
All right, I'll be out then. They'll be out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, bye.
She said she does, but it's dead. It's going straight to voicemail. You should have just said, how did you know it was dead? Bitch. Because you knew. You made sure. You should have just been like, I couldn't tell you. Shit. I know it's going straight to voicemail. Man, can you hurry up? We got to find my granddaughter. You know. But I'm no fucking expert.
Toledo police arrived quickly. They conducted an initial search of the home, and a formal investigation was launched. By Friday, March 21st, with no leads and no sign of Kei'Mani, the community mobilized. Volunteers, family members, and complete strangers joined together in a citywide search effort.
Kei'Mani Latigue hasn't been seen since Sunday night, and tonight family, friends, and even strangers.
I wonder if the punk-ass daddy and grandma was out there looking too. Shell Baby says, I don't understand why this didn't get much coverage. Where did her mother disappear to? You know, Shelly, I agree. A lot of cases needed more coverage. But there was a time, you know, a lot of people were very focused. Very, very, maybe too focused. Even your girl got a little too focused. So, we can find out before we end. We're going to find out. Anybody in the chat or in my bushes, can we help Miss Shelby Baby out before I go looking for it? Let's see. I wonder if, I think the mom does do an interview. If I do remember correctly, I think she does speak, but I cannot remember off the top of my head about the mother. But we're going to find out, Shell Baby. I'm going to make sure.
Formed a search party in the area of East Manhattan and Stickney. 13 Action News anchor Gerald Harris was there and joins us live with more. Gerald.
Christian, much of the search for Kei'Mani is focused on North Toledo. That's where she was reported missing from. And today, search team volunteers stepped up their efforts to try and locate the missing teen.
She loves to dance. She likes to play basketball. She joined the basketball team this year and she was doing great things.
With flyers in hand and hope in their hearts.
She doesn't get in trouble. She doesn't do stuff.
If I'm not, I think that's her mom talking right now. I do believe so, if I remember correctly. I think that's her mom talking right now.
Stuff like this.
Family, friends, and her mother, who traveled from Cleveland, are in North.
Yeah, it's coming back to me now. See, I remember. I think she was trying to get her. I don't know, but it's kind of funky. Her story's funky. I do now that I remember. That's probably why I can't remember, because I didn't believe shit she had to say. But she got up here on this news like she gave a damn. But she didn't.
Toledo, going block by block, looking for her missing daughter, 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue.
I have not slept in 3 days. I have not eaten in 3 days. I have never had a seizure before, and I've had 3.
The teen has no.
Look at that, Shell Baby. You ask and you shall receive over here. Look at that. And I didn't even have to go look. It fell right into our lap, right on time, Shell Baby. That's her mother. Big M. Hold on, let you up here.
Hey.
What up, dude? Sorry.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Big M. I can hear you.
All right, now this story was really, I followed this story. Now the mama ended up losing the girl, I think at birth, if I'm not mistaken. She first went to, I think, the godmama, and then it went to her, to the grandmother.
Wasn't it something about she was like fighting to get her back or something?
She wasn't fighting.
But she was trying to say that though.
She was trying to say that, yes. But at first they were saying he wasn't even the real daddy.
Yup, clock it.
And the grandmama, and she was found in the grandmama house.
And that's her maternal. That's her mother. That's the maternal.
That's the mother's mother.
Right.
They don't get along.
Which is
because she said she stole her baby.
And that's why I feel like the grandma had, the intent to, be bitter and mean to this baby because of the relationship she had with her daughter, which was her mother. And then look, she's covering for this fucking monster. Are you kidding me?
Yes. But she let the daughter went to go visit the mama 2 weekends before she ended up dying.
But yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Out of the blue, she get to go see her mother.
Yeah, see, I told y'all, I remember, I knew it was funky. I remember it was funky. But, yeah, this one was diabolical. And I think, too, Shell Baby, another reason why the coverage stopped is because there hasn't been really any updates.
No.
now that I'm thinking about it, the last time I remember he was in court, he was able to, he was like passing out because he was on them painkillers, but he was out the wheelchair, he was out the green suit, he was in a suit, or not a suit, but like a button up and stuff, and that's the last update, and that was a long time ago.
But do you remember them saying that it was supposed to be he owed some dope dealer some money, and the dope dealer supposed to have did it. He was scared to tell on the man or something like that.
Of course he said that.
Because it was another guy that was with him.
And they probably did some sick shit and some more shit, and you know, you heard the 15 charges and then the 14 charges before that, you know, that he's a violent man, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, he probably was doing drugs, you know. I just don't think anyone normal brained would think to even do this.
And what kind of grandmother take an overnight job and leave her granddaughter at home by herself?
And see, what bothers me too is like when they set it up, like, why'd y'all fold up her under stuff and put it by the couch? Like, you're weird. You already fucking mutilated her body. You already got her pregnant, allegedly. You already raped her. Like, what the fuck? You gotta take and fold her shit and put it next to the couch, part of the scene? You're weird. Like, you are weird. Leave the stove. You could have did all that shit. You could have left that part out. But like, what? And again, I feel like the grandma did that shit.
I think that the grandmama was like, the Harrises was letting him do what he want to do to the granddaughter, and bringing her back.
Yeah,
and he was able to get her and take her away for the weekends and stuff like that. But the mother couldn't get her like that. That's what really stuck out to me. The mother wasn't allowed to get her like that. Even though the mother said she was paying child support.
And she was doing it to piss her off, probably, because she knew where to hit her. Sounds like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, y'all don't, there was a, you know, they're questioning if he's even the father. And the maternal mother's going to say, no, you can't, you're not getting him, but I'm going to let him go with him. Her go with him. And he's got all these violent charges, and you know, they knew about Darnell and how he got down and what the fuck he did.
You know what I'm saying? He was such a good dad. He was taking care of her.
Hazel Red 7113. Salute. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. I hope you're being real smooth with it, cool with it, and true with it. I ain't never seen you in my chat before.
Hey,
so welcome.
Rick.
Huh?
Hey, Hazel.
Thought I was muted again. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. Appreciate you. She says, I think that the grandma needs to be man, I've been saying that too. Yeah, I'm standing with you, Hazel Red, on that one. I wonder why she's not charged, y'all, because they're like, oh, we're just gonna give him the lethal injection and that's good enough. No, this is she's liable to hurt another person, another shorty, or fold up another shorty's garments while someone else does the fuck. Weird ass bitch.
He confessed.
But still, even though he confessed, she knew, man, you know what the fuck.
You might implicate her. They didn't look any further. They closed case.
Did you hear that 911 call, y'all?
It was so cold. It was so cold.
So
I would be hysterical.
Cold as fuck. No emotion, no concern, no fucking worry. No Hakuna Matata. Like, that bitch is cold-hearted as fuck.
Yes.
All right. She says, first time. Thank you. Absolutely. You're always welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. All right, let's keep listening.
Not Been seen since Sunday night after 10 p.m. Her grandmother, who is her guardian, told 13 Action News she came home from work and the door was unlocked.
I just wanted to come out and see what I could do to support.
Thought if it was our child, we would want to come out and do what we could.
Volunteers from across Toledo and even Cary, Ohio, showed up to help.
3 days later, the search ended in tragedy. On March 24th, investigators found Kei'Mani's body inside a dilapidated, abandoned house on Miami Street in East Toledo. She had suffered severe injuries, including large wounds to her neck and the loss of both hands. Less than 24 hours later, the Lucas County coroner released the official autopsy report, ruling her death a homicide caused by multiple incised wounds to the neck. News of the discovery sent shockwaves throughout the community. For a week, people had held out hope. Now that hope turned to heartbreak. Back at Spring Elementary, grief counselors were brought in. Teachers struggled to find the words. Classmates created a makeshift memorial outside the school. One handwritten sign read, "You were always smiling, Kei'Mani. We miss you." Kei'Mani was just days away from celebrating her 14th birthday. A spokesperson for Toledo Public Schools said she had recently been recognized at the school's honor roll assembly and was scheduled to receive a kindness award that same week. Kei'Mani will be
This shit is sad, y'all. I gotta say it. This is fucking sad as fuck, y'all. Man. What the fuck? Innocent little girl. Justice for this baby, y'all.
be remembered as being very personable and someone who got along well with others, the district said in a statement. But the grief quickly turned to outrage. Beneath the mourning was a pressing question. Could this have been prevented? Detectives quickly turned their attention to Darnell Jones, the last known person to see Kei'Mani alive. During questioning, Jones allegedly gave conflicting statements about his whereabouts and Kei'Mani's movements the night she disappeared. Then, he made an odd request. Jones called his girlfriend and asked her to disable the home security cameras. She refused. According to her statement, she was in the bedroom when a relative observed Jones removing items from his SUV. He brought them into the house and tucked them beneath the basement stairs. Concerned, the girlfriend contacted police. Officers secured a search warrant and retrieved the items into evidence. Soon after, Jones realized the police had entered the home and that the evidence was gone. That's when he fled, never to be seen again by the girlfriend. Toledo police issued a BOLO for Darnell Jones. The alert was sent to agencies across the state. By the next morning, March 25th at around 10 a.m., a tactical unit from the Columbus Police Department located Jones near the intersection of 2nd and Denison.
Come here, man. Don't do it. What's your hands? Kill me.
Dude, show me your fucking hands.
Look, he done cut his hair and shit. Like, he really... And then he's like, oh, man, I'm caught. Now, man. Shut up.
Right now.
Me, bro.
Pull your fucking hand out of your... I swear to God, pull your...
Shots fired. Shots fired. Dennis in a second. Medic, move.
Don't fucking move.
Don't move. All right, suspect down. All you guys are okay.
Yep. Don't move. He's got 33 right there.
33 in his hand.
No, it's a walkie-talkie, but there are 33s right here. Don't you move or you're gonna get shot. Okay? All right. Got it. Yep. That's him. Somebody get
on the main air. Get us a medic.
I'm working on it.
All right, on your belly. All right. Yeah, cuffs. I got cuffs. There you go. Thank you, brother. We'll get you help, okay?
I just want to die, bro.
No, I know, but we can't allow that.
I can't.
All right.
I don't want to live.
Get us some scissors. Secure this thing.
Oh, now you don't want to live, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
No, he don't want to go to jail.
Thank you, Big M. Say the right shit, Darnell. Motherfucker, you.
See. Copy on this radio.
All right, who fired?
I'm in the car.
He did too.
All right. You did? I did not. Okay.
He did.
Okay. You good?
All right.
You good? All right.
I know.
All right.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I got to roll you off. I got to get you up on your side, okay? I got to get you up on your side. I got you.
All right. Where you hit at, bro?
I don't know. All in my leg.
All on your leg.
He's all hit right here.
I know. He's hitting his arm once.
Oh, my God. Need a medic here now. Where's
I know. They're coming, okay? We got him. He's hit once in the arm. All right.
He's hitting the side here.
Yep, you're hitting the side.
Okay.
You're gonna be fine.
Hey, look. You know what's good about this?
What? Sit up, okay?
You're gonna be fine.
I can't move my leg.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I think they broke.
Where do you guys need us?
There you go. How's that?
They broke.
Okay.
I can't get up.
Okay. We're gonna leave you sit here like this. Take a deep breath.
Copy that.
Do me a favor. Take a deep breath for me, okay?
Hey, move your car. Block that road. You're on shell cases. Get that road blocked.
We can't lay you down. Okay, you've got to stay up. I'll hold you up, all right? You just relax. Lean back into me. There you go.
You're gonna be fine.
Listen, hey.
Hazel Red says the guilt was eating him up. Maybe a little bit, but I think it was more or less he didn't want to go to jail again and again, because this would be like the 4th or 5th time. But he definitely probably had a little bit of guilt for sure. I agree.
No, I think it's more or less he didn't want to go to jail for molesting his daughter and killing his daughter.
I agree with you too, Big M. I'm rocking with both of y'all, but I'm rocking more with what.
It could be a little bit of guilt. I don't think he had any guilt how he did her.
Well, I again, that's where, you know, the lack of empathy and to be able to walk around, you know, till he got caught. Again, I don't know how much guilt he had because he's a monster.
And to plead and cut your hair.
I think he had guilt because he got caught. But I don't think he had guilt for that baby girl.
No, he wanted to do, he wanted them to shoot him.
He was on the run. Again, I think he had guilt and shame that he was caught and that he had to face the world and the judge and everybody around that what the fuck he did. He was like, he had shame, but I don't think shame and guilt are the same thing.
More or less of shame versus guilt.
I agree because again, this man's a monster. There's no guilt eating him up. Hit the embarrassment, the shame.
Because I feel if it was guilt, he wouldn't have left.
He wouldn't have did that to her. He wouldn't have mutilated her body. He wouldn't have raped her. He wouldn't have pretended like he didn't know for 3 days. And come on, y'all.
And then put in her great-grandmama's house.
Man, again, he has 15 brutal charges against this.
That was Dorothy's mother's house they caught on fire.
And he knew she sat there for 3 days, y'all.
Yeah.
Radeza says, from his history, he may have been an addict, and I think the other guy was a relative. It's given rug addict for sure. And, you know, I feel like the grandma should be charged, and the man, whoever, but again, it's looking like, again, he's got a confession. He wanted to, you know, be, you know, unalived right there, but it looks like he's going to get his wish with lethal injection.
Nothing's ever that bad, all right?
Yes.
Okay, well.
See, as the police, you know, he's lucky enough, you know, you're helping him. You don't need to sit there and fucking coddle his ass and tell him that. You're under arrest. Anything the fuck you say can and will be held against you. This is the problem. What? It could be worse, my guy. It's okay. Shut the fuck up. Read him his rights. The pity goes to the wrong motherfuckers these days, I swear. We be giving these motherfucking weirdos the most consideration, fucking pity. Get the fuck out of here. It really pisses me off.
Darnell, right? Do you have anything else on you? Do you have any more guns? Yes?
Where's the guns at? Where's the other gun at?
I don't...
Darnell. Hey!
Sorry.
Darnell.
Do you have anything else on you?
Yeah, he said he had a gun.
I don't... I think he's just fading. I don't know.
Yo, that motherfucker's trying to die. He's trying to die. He's trying to make himself die with his brain. But the brain's a powerful thing, you know? Shell Baby says, hey, Hazel Red.
Nope. Just stay back, okay, please?
Stay back!
Hey, okay. We're making good witnesses. You're fine, ma'am. You're fine.
We got to get him searched. The medic's going to take him.
I know. Hey, you guys, somebody just go chill.
Somewhere else.
I'm sorry.
Hey, have that cruiser start getting scene tape.
Let the medic in. Step back.
They're fine. It's fine.
Due to the injuries from his arrest, he was housed in the jail's medical ward. On April 18th, he appeared in Lucas County Court for the first time. A judge set his total bond at $4 million. $2 million.
Wait a minute. What? No bond. Are you kidding me? He's got multiple priors. He's a flight risk for sure. But okay, Judge.
Well, that's like no bond because he can't afford $4 million.
Shit, I want to hear 250 milli. Shit, like that one judge. You never know, you know? 4 million could be doable if you really went out of jail, but 250 milli, I don't think nobody could do that.
Look at him tell me he got $4 million.
Man, you right. All right, you win this one.
For murder and $1 million each for abduction and felonious assault. But just when it seemed the case couldn't get any darker, another unexpected development. On the morning of April 19th, 2025, less than a month after Kei'Mani's body was found, the abandoned house on Miami Street went up in flames. The building had already been marked as a code red structure due to its dangerous condition, and by the time fire crews arrived, it was fully engulfed in flames. Because of the home's instability and its role in an active homicide investigation, firefighters made the decision to fight the blaze from the outside only, avoiding entry. Investigators later classified the fire as
I know you telling me that, why didn't you get everything you needed for the case when you got the body? And they're about to tell you that this house fire was intentionally set.
Yeah.
suspicious, and it's now being treated as a possible arson. In response to public concern, Toledo officials quickly reassured the community that all critical evidence had already been collected and secured well before the fire broke out. Within hours, demolition crews
about to fucking say. I was gonna be like, man, he said it's gonna. I thought we were taking a twist and turn on this one. Yeah, bulldoze that bitch down and burn it some more.
Were on site, and by late morning, the structure had been completely leveled. The city moved fast, citing both public safety and community.
Aggie with the wrench. What up, doe? I know you being smooth with it. I know you being cool with it. And I know you're being true with it. Thanks for pulling up on your girl. It's all love.
Trauma as key reasons for the emergency teardown. And yet, something important was spared. Before the fire, community members had created a growing memorial at the site. Flowers, candles, handwritten notes, and stuffed animals lining the sidewalk in Kei'Mani's honor. Thankfully,
Yeah, this sounds like the grandma did it. That cold-hearted bitch. For sure, because wasn't Jones locked up? Oh, Aggie was knocked out? I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grandma did this shit. It's the only person given to try to burn up all her fucking memorial and shit, you cold-hearted bitch. Oh, yeah, she knew Aggie with the wrench. We know. We know she knew. We heard that cold-ass 911 call. Yeah, I agree with you, Aggie with the wrench. I'm standing with your 10 toes on that one. For sure, for sure. I hope you got some good rest.
those items had been carefully removed ahead of time. They were preserved and relocated, a small act of care amid so much destruction. Still, for many, watching the house burn felt symbolic, like the final erasure of a scene too painful to leave standing. Less than 2 weeks after the fire on April 30th, Darnell Jones appeared in court again, this time for his formal arraignment. Thanks to courtroom cameras, the public got their first direct look at Jones since his arrest. Seated before the judge, he entered a plea to the charges laid out against him tied to the death of his 13-year-old daughter. The hearing was procedural, but it carried weight. For many watching, it was a jarring moment. A man who was supposed to be a protective father.
Pocahontas, thanks for pulling up on your girl. She says, that's another granny monster like, yeah, that bitch, you ain't lying. Cold-hearted bitch.
Now standing accused of one of the most brutal crimes in recent memory.
Good afternoon, please be seated. Case CR 2025-548, State of Ohio versus Darnell Jones. We're here today to begin the adjudication in this court of the charges against Mr. Jones. I'll go over those charges and death penalty specifications and cover a lot of other necessary ground today. Mr. Jones, there's a lot of people here today. You can tell. And I can appreciate if you're anxious or if you're nervous. I want you to do your best to focus on me and the questions I'm going to ask you and the information I'm going to give you, okay? Now, as we said, I have a lot.
Here he goes with his fucking theatrics and shit. Acting like he's all dozy and drowsy. You know they ain't giving him that much pain medicine up in that motherfucker. They want him to feel that shit. Shell Baby says, I believe he was helping during the search, and yes, in the beginning the mother was hitting panels, but she disappeared at this point. I knew it, man. This we got one more day of this diabolical 2025. Parents doing their kids, unaliving them. Parents feeding their kids to monsters. Man, this has been a one crazy motherfucker. I knew he was out there pretending. Man, I knew he was looking. I knew, man. The grandma, man. Look, y'all, remember, he was bald-headed. He was in the hospital so long, his hair grew back. So you died. He did not want to go to jail, y'all. He was mad. But now you're never going to come out again, brother. And now he's going to sit here and do the theatrics and pretend like he's so faded. Can't even keep his head up. Shell Baby says, I don't understand why she's fighting for... Wait, I don't understand why she's not fighting for her mother to be arrested and the other people that was involved. That part. The mother, you're right. Where's the mother at? Man. I hope she probably pregnant right now, about to have another baby. Probably. That's the way it fucking goes. Probably already had one and some more shit. These weird bitches. Protect your shorties, y'all. Kiss your baby, hug on them, love on them. Because it is a cruel world out there.
Go over. I want to make sure you understand as best you can. Okay?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Darnell.
What's your full name?
Well, I go by Ogletree, Darnell Ogletree. They got it as Jones.
Okay. Can you explain why do they have Jones? Why do you call yourself Ogletree?
My birth name is Darnell Ogletree.
Y'all, he's already making me fucking cringe. I'm about to spit on my motherfucking screen, bro. Already. Well, I go by, man, shut the fuck up, bro. I wouldn't even want to shut, like, man, again, let me just shut up. Let me go on mute.
And my adopted name is Darnell Jones.
Okay.
Shell Baby says yes, Big M.
But ever since I was like 19, I've been under Ogletree.
Okay. But does your birth certificate say Ogletree or does your birth certificate say Jones?
Jones.
It says Jones?
Yeah. But like my social security card, my ID, all my taxes, everything's been under Ogletree.
Okay. Where were you born?
Ohio.
Okay. Where were you raised and where did you live?
I live in Cleveland, Columbus, and Toledo, but mainly Toledo.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can you speak, read, and write in English?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you speak, read, or write any other language?
No, just English.
Just English, okay. And do you have any problems reading, hearing, seeing?
No.
Do you wear contacts?
Sometimes I wear reading glasses, but not really.
Okay, well, there's going to be some stuff.
Man, I don't understand. Didn't you do all this questioning shit, like, before, like... They give these motherfuckers more of a voice than they do the motherfuckers that need a voice. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, what? See, well, I do wear reading glasses sometimes. Shut the fuck up, bro. Who cares? And Judge, you're not picking up what he's doing? So you gon' man, I don't understand the legal system sometimes, y'all. What? Shell Baby says there was a whole thing about he gave his daughter to those guys. The guys did what they did with her. They hurt her and he finished the daughter off. Oh man. That's nuts. She was placed at the great grandmother's house. I really believe Granny knew what was up. Oh, Granny knew for sure. In my opinion, allegedly opinionated, Granny, monster bitch, cold-hearted. She definitely had parts. Yeah. Shell Baby says there was all kind of messages on Facebook about the aunt knowing what happened and the guys who did it allegedly. Man. So why do you think he confessed? without just so easy? Do you think it was because he was so ashamed and embarrassed? He was just like, fuck it. Why don't you think he was like, no? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think? You think he was just like tired mentally? Or what? Because why the fuck wouldn't he be like, oh, hold on, I'm not going. Why would he go down by himself? Loyalty? Let me guess. Loyalty, y'all? Love and loyalty? Hell no. Please don't tell me that. I wonder what, why wouldn't he say something? He just said, yup, I did it.
To read today. And for instance, we have an indictment. You can see on the big screen there, the screen in front of you. I'm going to be reading part of that. So if at any time you need help with anything, please let either your attorneys or let me know, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right. How about hearing aids, anything like that?
Yes.
All right, can you hear me okay?
Tell me why it looks like his lawyer is looking over her glasses. So, hey, lawyer, give Jones your glasses because he needs some glasses, you know, because he sometimes wears them to read. The fuck?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you to speak up when you can, okay? Are you taking any medications?
The pain meds for the accident, and they got me on some psychotic meds for anxiety.
Good. I'm glad I heard that. Psychotic fucking, yes. Double dose that motherfucker. He said for the accident. Then that shit wasn't no accident, motherfucker. You didn't comply, and you had to pay the price.
For anxiety?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you taking those medications pursuant to a doctor's order?
Yes.
Okay, are you taking them according to those instructions?
Yes.
All right. Do those medications affect your ability to understand what I'm telling you?
No, sir.
Does it affect your ability to answer my questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Once again, if I go too fast or you don't understand something, just let me know, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, fair. Have you been diagnosed?
Watch, y'all. His medicine is about to kick in hardcore, if you know what I mean. Watch this shit. It's about to kick in like a motherfucker.
Or treated for any mental illness?
Yes.
Show baby sis. And the grandmother lied. She wasn't even at work. I remember that part. Yeah. And again, like Big M said, why the fuck are you working a night shift, leaving that baby home alone, and the excuse was, oh, she called me because she was scared. Yeah, you motherfucker. And grandma. Shit.
What kind?
Depression, schizophrenia, bipolar, ADHD, ADD. It's been a lot.
Yo, Jones, just say you're autistic. You are on the spectrum. You know, they'll understand. Because the fuck? He's schizo. He's got anxiety. He's depressed. He's, wow. Can you even be all those at once? I'm asking for real, y'all. Can you really?
I don't want to get too much into your personal medical records, but the reason I'm asking you this is, I want to make sure, and I'm sure your attorneys want to make sure you're understanding what I'm asking you. That's the only reason I'm asking you right now, is to make sure that if you have any kind of medical condition, physical condition, handicap, it doesn't impair you from answering my questions and understanding what I'm talking about. Okay? So let's begin. And there, as I said, it's on the screen too, if that's easier for you to read that. All right, so the indictment has a case number on it, has your name on it, it has some operative dates. This indictment, Mr. Jones, contains in it 15 different counts. Count is simply a...
Hey, does anyone else get the vibe like the man lawyer is pissed off like I am over in the seat? He's irritated as hell. This dude making him cringe too. And he's got to sit right next to him. I give it to you, dude. I would at least give him a little elbow action like, whoopsie daisy, my bad, dog.
A charge that you violated. Let's start with the first one here. You've got count 1, aggravated murder. Means
Pause it just in case it goes by too quick for y'all. You know.
classified felony with specifications. And it alleges that you did purposely and with prior calculation and design cause the
violent predator, actually motivated, felony murder, man. How do you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, man? That's crazy. For each poke mark? Like, what the fuck? They really wanted to give him the death penalty. They better give it to him.
Death of Kei'Mani Latigue, violation of those code sections, making it aggravated murder. Now you're going to see beneath that felony murder specification, which alleges that you committed, attempted to commit, or were fleeing immediately after committing or attempting to commit rape, and either the offender, you, were the principal offender in the commission of the aggravated murder, or if not the principal offender, you committed the aggravated murder with prior calculation and design. The specification under that also says felony murder. It's the same as the one I just read with the replacement instead of rape, it says kidnapping. And the third felony murder specification replaces rape or kidnapping with aggravated murder. Otherwise, those three specifications are essentially the same. You'll see on the next page that there is also a murder to escape specification, which reads that the offense was committed for the purpose of escaping detection, apprehension, trial, or punishment for another offense committed by you, to wit, rape, kidnapping, and or aggravated burglary. Although that is what's called a sexual motivation specification, and it says that you committed the offense with a sexual motivation. Finally, it says sexually violent predator specification, saying that you are a sexually violent predator.
Darnell Jones sat before the judge, quietly pleading not guilty to a string of violent charges. But what played out in that courtroom was only part of the story, because as the legal process moved forward, so did the investigation into Jones himself. And what surfaced was a pattern, a long, disturbing history of criminal behavior with minimal consequences. Court records show that Jones had been in and out of the criminal justice system for years, with arrests dating back to 2011 and only serving relatively short periods of jail time. We're talking about convictions for domestic assault, resisting arrest, attempted arson, and weapons violations. There were also reports of substance abuse, consistent, repeated red flags that painted a picture of a man spiraling long before Kei'Mani disappeared. And yet, despite all of it, he somehow still had access to his daughter. That reality raised serious questions about who knew what and when. Soon, the focus turned to the County Children's Services Agency, which came under intense scrutiny. According to a statement released by the agency, authorized by county prosecutors, the Lucas County Children's Services had investigated multiple prior reports regarding Kei'Mani's care. The agency received 3 separate complaints, one in December 2023 and 2 more in March 2024, all involving concerns about physical discipline in the home. In each case, investigators interviewed Kei'Mani privately. Each time, she told them she felt safe. Based on those interviews, the agency concluded there was no legal basis to remove her from the home. Notably, the agency also stated they had received no reports specifically naming Darnell Jones and were not even aware of his role or presence in Kei'Mani's life during the time of their investigations. Even more troubling, the agency admitted that even if they had known about Jones, it might not have changed their assessment or the outcome of the case.
Wow. You heard it. You heard him say it. You can't say he didn't. The fuck out of here. You're telling me this little girl is telling you she feels safe, but he's been arrested for multiple violent crimes against women, carrying a pistol, robbing motherfuckers. Man, shut the fuck up.
No, I suppose it depends on what we would have learned. From whoever was identified as dad. But no, I mean, we determined that the placement there was appropriate. All the basic needs of the child were being met. She was getting all of her sustenance, her housing conditions were fine, her school and medical conditions were being met. So the presence of a father would not have caused us, I think, to recommend to the juvenile court that they change custody or placement.
The agency has said.
And this, my folks, is why we will not see change. You dumb motherfucker, you. You get up there and have the nerve to say that shit. Well, that just helped confirm why they're... Wow. Way to say it with your chest out, guy.
It is willing to release further information to address public concern, but only once prosecutors confirm it won't jeopardize the integrity of the criminal case. Still, many in the community remain unconvinced. Public frustration has grown. Advocacy groups have called for an independent review of the Children's Services protocols and accountability standards. And Kei'Mani's former teacher even went public, saying she believes the tragedy was preventable.
On the count of 3, can everybody shout out Kei'Mani?
It was so preventable. So we're about to end this video. Let's drop the hearts for our baby girl in the chat, y'all. Drop them for our girl, man. This is way could have been preventable. Drop them for our girl.
One, two, three.
A crowd gathered at the abandoned house on Miami and Wilmot, chanting the name of a girl who will never be forgotten. 13-year-old Kei'Mani Latigue.
As my pastor would say, a family that prays together stays together. And this is the time when we need to come together.
Many of the mourners did not know Kei'Mani personally, but gathered flowers, balloons, and lit candles in her memory.
She was just a joy to be around, and she will be deeply missed.
Kayleen Harabidian was Kei'Mani's teacher last year.
She was very sweet. I enjoyed having her at school every day. She greeted me every single morning with a hug. That was all she truly ever wanted was affection.
Harabidian said affection was something that Kei'Mani might have needed more of.
This feels preventable.
The teacher said she and other staff members called Children's Services to report concerning things Kei'Mani had said.
She came to school with visible injuries and told us some things that were happening in her household.
Harabidian said Kei'Mani was with a different guardian during that time. Still, she wishes something could have gone differently.
So y'all, he still is in custody, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I told y'all this was the last update when I seen him in that blue shirt. But really quickly, I'm gonna read this out the good old good book. It's a father's care for his daughter. A daughter is a treasure that keeps her father wakeful, and worry over her drives away rest. Least she pass her prime unmarried, or when she is married, least she be disliked. While unmarried, least she be seduced. Or as a wife, least she prove unfaithful. Least she conceive in her father's home, or be sterile in that of her husband. Keep a close watch on your daughter, lest she make you the sport of your enemies. A byword in the city, a reproach among the people, an object of duration in public gatherings. See that there is no harm in her room, no place that overlooks the approach to the house. Let her not parade her charms before men, or spend her time with married women. For just as moths come from garments, so harm to women comes from women. Better a man's harshness than a woman's indulgence, and a frightened daughter than any disgrace. That's from the KGV, y'all. The good old book. Protect your daughters. Hazel Red said, anything is possible. Yep. Amen. You ain't lying. Anything is. So, now I'm going to end it like I always do, y'all. Good old Winnie the Poohski. Christopher Robin. You're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe. And you're stronger than you seem. I feel it in my heart every time, y'all. Big M, I appreciate you always rocking with me. You are a real one. You know what it is. And I want to remind everybody, tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the last day, we will be breaking down the monsters. Y'all, I don't know how long it's going to take me. And Big M, we going to be doing it. We going to be dropping gems. We going to be bringing awareness. Just some things y'all should know, especially if you live here in Detroit. You should be aware of these motherfuckers walking around, okay? So we're going to bring awareness. And we're going to break these monsters the fuck down with every inch of the truth that they don't want y'all to know. Yeah, they don't want y'all to know. Because it's fucked up. But we are going to let you know what we know. And again, grab your membership, because that one, it will be members only. And starting after the new year. 99.9 of my demonstrations will be members only. If you know, you know. My link to grab a member, they start at $2.99. The link for my membership is in my bio, in the description. And in my opinion, you would look way better in green anyway over here. So, if you want to listen, if you want to tune in, or if you want to hate on me, you got to get a membership, y'all. You got to. Okay? It's nothing but love. It's all love. Now everybody be smooth with it, cool with it, and 100% true with it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on the way out if you forgot. I ain't mad at you. Remember, it's all love over here. Salute Big M, and salute to everybody in the chat. Oh, hold on. Pocahontas said, JJ, I don't know if you knew about the case with the aunt that had... Oh, yeah. I remember that one. I was going to do them, but it was hard. We could go all... We could do 365, but I don't know if my brain could handle it. But yeah, They don't forget about them bitches, y'all. Them bitches that were riding around in the car. Man. And it stunk so bad. Remember the po-po start? Man, that shit was crazy. That was a good one. That was a crazy one. Yeah, that one probably should have been up in here. But, hey. But yeah. He definitely was irritated with him. Yeah, just like I was. He was making me cringe. Yeah, Pocahontas, you know, I try. Again, everybody, stop telling your kids monsters don't exist. Because they do. Every day. You could be walking next to a monster and not even know it. So please don't tell the shorties they don't exist. Because they do. All right, y'all. It's all love. Be smooth now.